Hello, hello, hello. My name is Terri Alford. I am known as the Women's Wealth Strategist. I specialize in helping business owners build wealth and financial freedom so that we can live, lead, and leave multi-million-dollar legacies. And I am here on tonight to ask you a question. The question is, are you doing the most or doing what will bring in the most money? Are you doing the most or are you doing what will bring in the most money? Now, you may be saying, Terri, like, what do you mean? Why are you asking? Why are you getting all in my business? Well, the reason that I am asking this question is because I feel that many of us who are very educated, and we are very intelligent, and we have a lot of gifts and talents. Like, we're trying to do the absolute most. And for some of us, 2024 have not been the year that it could have been because we were doing the most. Or 2023 was not the year that it could have been because we were doing the most. There's a difference in doing the most and doing the things that are going to give you the most money. This morning, I made a post and I spoke about how I deleted over 22 gigabytes of files off my laptop. And it felt good. I was like, man, I wonder if my laptop have been running slower because I got all this junk that I needed to remove. Hello, good evening, Arthur, Anita. It's good to see you here. I was like, I wonder if my computer have been running slower because of all this stuff that I need to remove. Because the funny thing is, while I was going through my data, I know that I'm kind of veering off topic. I'm going to get back on in a minute. But I was going through the data and I was looking, I was like, what is it that is keeping my storage high? I have a lot of things that I want to do. I'm working on a lot of projects. I'm getting ready for 2025 right now with my team, and I need more space on my computer. I need more space in my garage. As a matter of fact, I need more space in my house. It's time to declutter. It's time to move and remove some things. And so this morning, as I was getting rid of things that were that were taking up a lot of space, I realized that a lot of the stuff that I removed, I should have been removed that junk. Y'all, for example, there's a video. There were a lot of videos, actually. I think there were like maybe seven videos and video clips from me spending time with two individuals who not only stabbed me in the back, owe me a lot of money, but they are just people that I have disassociated myself with completely because of what they did. And I don't want to go deep into it, but let's just say the data that was in my laptop were like video clips and pictures of things that we did together at one point in time. I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta get rid of this. This is taking up space. And as it was taking up space, I said, you know what? I'm so glad that I moved past that. I've forgiven these people. I've seen these people. I saw these two people last month, as a matter of fact. I saw these two people and I said, look at them over there. None they owe me money. But anyway, I forgave them. One of the people, I'm not even about to go there. Stay on topic, Terri. Anyway, the reason I brought that up is because a lot of times we're doing the most instead of doing the thing that gives us and yields the most money. And so in order for us not to be just doing the most, we have to look at how we're spending our time. We have to look at how we're spending our resources. We have to look at the things that are causing us to be distracted. And until I forgave those people, like, they were taking up space. They were taking up space up here. Like, I didn't want to recruit new people into my agency because of how one of those individuals did me and why they owe so much money, because so much money rolled up to me. And I'm like, oh, you guys are not people of integrity. And then when it happened, they had the nerve to block me from social. Now, one of them have unblocked me because I see him posting and commenting on other people's posts now. I'm like, anyway, you got to be very clear. You got to be very clear going into this season where you're going. You have to eliminate distractions, and you have to look at doing what is going to bring you the most money in this season. Because let me tell you, there's a lot of work that needs to be done. There are a lot of things that are happening in our country, and people need your help. You need your help. Your legacy needs your help. Your friends and your family, they're going to need your help. And when I say they're going to need your help, I'm not talking about monetary help. They're going to need you to be the best version of yourself. So when they do call you, you can be the best version of yourself. When you do need to be present, you can be the best version of yourself. And the way that you be the best version of yourself is to show up completely and authentically you. But if you are wasting a lot of time, effort, and energy in spaces that you don't need to be in places that you don't need to be in this season, you are not going to be getting the most out of your time. Time is a gift. Your talents are a gift. Your treasures are a gift. You can't just give it to everybody. I was about to go into another conversation, but I'm not about to say, you just can't give it to everybody, right? You got to be careful with who you give it to. So instead of you being out here as someone who's doing the most and having people that see you as being active and you looking popular, it's a time for you to focus on being profitable and being paid. Period. Because the wealth that you are going to build is what's really going to make a difference in your legacy. That's going to be the thing that's going to make a difference in your community. That's going to make a difference in how you show up and what you're able to do. See, money doesn't buy happiness, but it does buy options. It does buy freedom. Marion said, oh, God sent me to this live because I've been doing the most and getting distracted. You too loud, ma'am. Marion, I am just saying what thus said the Lord. I am just saying what I'm told to say, what I'm guided to say. This was not my topic for tonight. I can tell you that. This was not my topic for tonight. This is day 3 of my 21-day live challenge. I did not plan on talking about, are you doing the most or are you doing what brings in the most money? Sometimes when we have a big heart, we want to be everywhere for everybody. We want to do everything for everybody. But in this season, that may not be where you need to be. You need to be where your people are. You need to be where your ideal clients are. You need to be where your prospects are. I was speaking with one of my coaching clients tonight, and I shared with her, I was like, there are certain events that you don't need to frequent because your people are not there. Now, if you keep on frequenting there and your business is designed for businesses to say yes to you, large corporations, you are targeting large corporations and entities and nonprofits, but you keep going to the places where the decision makers are not. Like you're just doing the most. You're just looking popular. You're just showing up looking good on social media, but you're not doing the thing that's going to bring you the most money. You are going to have to change where you frequent. You're going to have to spend time where you're able to get a greater return on your investment because your time, again, is a gift. I know this is not what you want to hear. I know this may not sound nice. This may not be what all the gurus are saying, but somebody needs to hear this on tonight. So I'm just saying what you need to hear. I had to have this conversation with myself. I had to look at my calendar at one point in 2024, and I said, am I doing the most or am I doing what's bringing me the most money right now? Because I got financial goals that I need to hit. And it's not about me doing the most. It's not about you doing the most. Now, I don't know why. She said, let them use you. I don't know why I'm about to go a little off topic right now, but I feel the need to say this to somebody too. This is not your time to pivot. This is not your time to pivot. If you have been on this journey, if you've been on this road for less than 3 years, stop pivoting. Because all your pivoting is doing is confusing people. Stop pivoting. Stop pivoting. You're doing the most by trying to do what everybody else is doing when you know that you need to stay in your lane and stay consistent. This is not the time to pivot. This is the time to show up bolder and stronger and go after what you know is already rightfully yours. See, when you believe in the concept of attracting abundance, like I taught at the Attract Abundance conference, with the Attract Abundance affirmations, and the Attract Abundance conference will happen again, right? When you believe in the concept of attracting abundance, you understand that it's going to take some time for you to attract who you really, really, really want to work with. Like your dream clients are looking for you. Some of them are going to say yes to you quickly, immediately, as soon as they get exposed to you. And some of them, they are going to take their sweet, precious time. They're going to take their time. They're going to watch you for a year to see if you're serious. I have a guy who's a doctor, and he allowed for me to write his $1 million baby plans for all his babies, all his handsome boys, right? And when we got ready to meet on Zoom, he actually said, Terri, I watched you for a year on LinkedIn to see if you were real, to see if you were going to change. What, man? For real, though? But he was real. And I thanked him for his honesty. So I'm telling somebody who's watching this live, who's watching this replay, it's not the time to pivot. It's the time to show up bolder. It's the time to show up stronger. It's the time to look at your data and say, okay, which actions yield me the results that I wanted the most? Let me do more of that. Let me get better faster. Now, that's one live I am going to do during this 21-day live challenge. There's a book that we had to read when I first started teaching. I was in a program called Teach for America, and one of the books that they had us do a case study on, it was called Get Better Faster. Can't wait to share some of those concepts and how those concepts apply to business. Once a teacher, always a teacher, right? For those of you who don't know, I am a former 8th grade science teacher. I've taught high school geometry. I've taught 6th grade talented and gifted. I have a master's in education from SMU with a concentration in STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. So, oh yeah, Samia, what's up, Samia? Samia knows. Yes. Bam Brick, you are right. That's the book that I'm referring to. Get Better Faster. That's the season that many of you should be in. As a matter of fact, that's the season that you're in, but you keep thinking that you're supposed to pivot. No, you're not supposed to pivot. You're supposed to get better faster. You're supposed to get better faster. And one of the ways that you could get better faster is to take a look at what worked really well and do more of those things. Even if it's unpopular, even if it's not comfortable, even if it's not the thing that you really, really want to do, you got to do the thing that is going to bring in the most money. Because in 2025, you're going to need money. You're going to need money and Jesus in 2025, okay? You heard it here first. You need money and Jesus, okay? That's what you're going to need in 2025. Because 2025 is going to be the best year ever for some of us. 2025 is going to be the worst year ever in a lot of ways for a lot of people. You're going to need money. You want to make a difference in your community? You're going to need money. You're going to need to know how to engage and interact with the people that have money. If you have a nonprofit, guess what your nonprofit needs? It needs money. If you have a business and you're ready to scale your business, guess what? You're going to need more money so that you can hire more people so that you can get better faster. You're going to need more money. No matter how you slice it, no matter how you cut it, it is the time for you to do what is going to bring in the most money instead of you doing the most. I love the inspirational posts. Yes, I'm going down this street. I love the inspirational posts. Some people are out here, they're going live or they're posting inspirational posts that they've seen. They're posting the quotes and all of that good stuff. But they're not doing what they need to do in their own business to bring in money. Guess what? It's not the season to become popular. It is the season to become paid. Okay? As we get ready to close out 2024, make sure that as you are making your moves, as you're planning your calendar, as you're planning where you're going next year, you're focusing on what is going to bring in the most money instead of just having you do the most. One thing that I'm going to do in 2025, I'll tell you one of the things that I'm going to do. I'm going on a lot of retreats in 2025. I'm going on a lot of retreats. Now, if you've been watching me for some time, you heard me say in 2023, I went to a lot of conferences, right? A lot of live events. One live event I went to, the ticket was $1,998. That did not include food the whole time. It included 2 lunches, I think. Yeah, 2 lunches and hors d'oeuvres at the VIP reception. About $2,000 was what it cost me to be there. I'm sorry, what the ticket cost. I'm not including the hotel room, the Uber, all of that good stuff. Shoot, the clothes, get my hair done, makeup done, nails done, all that good stuff. Because you want to look good when you go to the conference, right? I went to conferences in 2023. I spoke at some, I volunteered at some, I paid hundreds and thousands of dollars to be at others. Well, next year, I already know that I'm going on a few retreats. Now, a couple of the retreats that I'm going to are for clients that I am coaching. I'm excited to help them with their retreats. But a few other retreats that I'm going there because that's where I'm going to be refueled. There are people that are hosting those retreats that I want to be around. I want to be around those women. I want to be in the energy. I remember the last time I was with some of these women, and I'm like, yeah, I need that again. I need my refill, right? I'm not just going to be everywhere. I'm going to be where I need to be. There's a woman, I'm getting ready to message her because that's been on my to-do list. There's a woman who invited me to a conference. I think it's in Las Vegas. It's somewhere. I think it's in Las Vegas. And she invited me to come and said that it would be great for my company to be a sponsor. So I was thinking about it. I was like, this is great. A lot of people. But I just feel, because this conference is in January. And so I looked at where this conference was. I looked at the focus of the conference, and I'm like, you know what? This is one of those things that will make me popular. But I really feel like I need to be over here that weekend. So I'm not going to go to that conference. I'll be in Florida when that conference is happening, because that's what's going to bring me the most money. The retreat that I'm going on is going to bring me money. You know why it's going to bring me money? Because we're talking about the strategies. It's going to help me go to my next level, because one of the retreat is hosted by women that I follow, women that I work with, women that I coach with. So I'm going to that retreat. I won't be going to that conference. There are times when you're going to have to look at your calendar, when you're going to have to look at your books, and you're going to have to say, okay, in this season, I need to do what is going to bring in the most money. Not just be doing the most, not just be everywhere, not just looking cool, but actually doing what brings in the most money. I'm going to give you this, and then I'm going to wrap it up. Yeah. Thank you, Samia. Samia said paid over popular. Yeah. Hey, Sierra, good evening. Yeah, Jesus and money. Yes, not the season to be popular. It's the season to be paid. Yeah, being around like-minded individuals, like, it makes a huge difference. So here's the last thing that I'm going to say. So one of the ways that I am doing what brings in the most money is I am focusing on the thing that brings in the most money. So that means that some days, even though I want to be outside and I want to be cute and I want to be doing all the fun stuff, it's not the days to do that. Y'all, I stay at my house and work in my, well, I ain't going to say my home office. I didn't work in my home office the whole time. Sometimes I worked in the bed, but I was on the computer all day long. Why? Because I knew I had a lot of things that I needed to do to bring in the most money. It wasn't me doing the most. There's a lot of places I could have been on yesterday. There's a lot of things I could have been doing on yesterday. But I said, you know what? I got to focus on what's going to bring me the most money. And what's going to bring me the most money is me being disciplined, me sitting down and not leaving my house today. And I did not leave my house yesterday. There are days in which I have to tell myself, you will not leave the house today. Because as a full-time entrepreneur, sometimes, and because I have my freedom, my complete time freedom, sometimes I will say, oh, I'm going to go get me something to eat. So I'll go get me something to eat. And then I'll think, oh, maybe I need some washing powders, or Oh, you know what? I forgot. I need to get this. Oh, so-and-so is having a sale. Let me look at this. And before you know it, 3-4 hours have passed by. Because I'm just outside. So I have to do what is going to bring in the most money. I have to plan it out. Somebody needs to hear this. Being a full-time entrepreneur, it is not all sunshine and rainbows. It takes a lot of discipline. Jessica said, so many great points in the last 3 minutes. Thank you, Jessica. Jessica, go back and watch the replay. I think you will like what I shared earlier, too. Because this is my 21-day live challenge. I give you tips, tools, and strategies to help you on your wealth building journey. Some days I'm talking about financial tools. Sometimes I'm talking about business tools. Sometimes I'm focusing on your mindset. Because I can give you all the tips, tools, and strategies, but if your mindset is not right, it's going to go in one ear and out the other. Or you're going to say, oh, it's easy for you, Terri, because you're 4'11". It's easy for you, Terri, because you don't have any children. You know what trips me out? And I'm just going to say it like I feel it. But those of you who know me, you know I don't come from a bad place when I say this. But what trips me out are the people who are like, it's easy for you because you don't have any children. And I'm like, it's easy for you because you really a stay-at-home mom. You don't really have to pay every bill. I have to pay every bill. Every business expense comes from me. This queen right here. Every personal expense is paid by me. So for those of you who are like, it's easy for you, Terri, because you don't have any children. Yeah, I don't have any children. But I don't have a spouse either. It's just me. So stop telling yourself that it's easier for me, because we all have our own obstacles that we have to overcome in order for us to be the best version of ourselves. We all have things that we have to focus on. We all have distractions that we have to eliminate. Because I don't have any children and I don't have a spouse, sometimes I'll hit the road and literally work from a whole nother city. I did that a lot in 2023. I went to Memphis more times than I want to count. I was in a long distance relationship last year. I traveled a lot. I was doing the most, but I wasn't doing what brought me the most money. So this year, at the beginning of the year, I cut that long distance relationship off. And I said, okay, in 2024, what is going to be my focus? And so my focus in 2024 was to really make sure that I deepen my roots and I deepen my impact in the DFW area. And guess what? I did just that. Instead of me doing the most, I said, what's going to bring me the most money? What is going to yield the biggest result? How can I make the greatest impact? Yes, I learned a lot last year. I won't take anything away from what I did last year, because I needed last year in order for me to have the year that I had this year. But I'm just telling you, don't psych yourself out and say it's easier for this person or it's easier for the next person, because you never know what they have to overcome to be able to be the version that you see of them. You don't know how many hours of therapy they had to go through, right? You don't know how many people have stabbed them in the back. You don't know what childhood trauma they've had to overcome. You don't know what trauma they may have to deal with now. There's some people who got great jobs. I mean, mid six figure salary jobs. So you're like, it's easy for them. They get paid $500,000 from that company. You have no idea what they have to go through on a daily basis. You don't know what type of microaggressions they deal with on a daily basis. You don't know what you just don't know. You don't know. Don't use it as an excuse. Comparison is the thief of joy. Don't let comparison steal your joy. You stay focused. You do what you got to do. You stop pivoting if you have not done what you need to do and you have not stayed in the same lane for 3 years. Don't start nothing new. Okay, I don't know who that's for, but somebody needs to hear that. Don't start anything new. Stay right there. Just stay right there. Just show up bigger and better. Get better faster. Don't do anything new. Okay? Because when you're doing all this new stuff, you're doing the most. You're not doing what's going to bring in the most money. My name is Terri Alford. I'm known as the Women's Wealth Strategist. I specialize in helping business owners build wealth and financial freedom so that we can live, lead, and leave multi-million-dollar legacies. If you found this video to be educational, please type educational in the comment section. If you found it to be inspirational, type inspirational in the comment section. If you found it to be motivational, you can type motivational in the comment section. If you're looking for a place where you can actually get even deeper content, even deeper trainings, I advise you to go to jointerri.com. I have my Business Women Building Wealth community. We just wrapped up our first conference called the Attract Abundance Conference. I have different virtual events that will be going on for the rest of the year. And I also have people who've decided to go behind the scenes and have decided that they want me to help them on a deeper level and go deeper in their business. And so if you are interested in working with me on a one-on-one basis, or if you are interested in being a part of my Business Women Building Wealth cohort for 2025, I just want you to type the word mastermind in the comment section. I will share with you what it takes in order for you to be accepted into the mastermind. And with the mastermind, y'all, it is going to be a game changer. Okay, so just type mastermind if you want to learn more about the mastermind. If you know that you need more one-on-one support, you could just type the word laser in the comment section, or you could text the word laser to 682-305-1593. You may want to be discreet. You may not want to tell anybody. That's fine. 682-305-1593. Text the word laser, and then you and I can speak to see if I'm a great fit for you, if you're a great fit for me, for us to do the 90 days of unlimited laser coaching together. And then last but not least, I have a webinar that is coming up that I want to invite you all to. It is a free webinar. It is called Business Owners Deserve to Retire Wealthy. Okay, business owners deserve to retire wealthy. So you can register for free for that free webinar at jointerri.com, or you could go to jointerri.com/retire wealthy. Okay, it is going to be the last Sunday of this month, which is November the 24th at 6 p.m. So after you've gone to church, after you've eaten, you've done all the things you need to do for the week, just come on, listen to the webinar and learn what you need to learn as a business owner, so that you can not just retire wealthy, but for some of you, retire early. Okay, it's a free webinar, November the 24th, 2024. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you all again on day 4 of my 21-day live challenge. Adios.